Morning, happy Monday. It is 2020. Oh my gosh, I haven't vlogged since last year. So yeah, it's the first day back to school. I'm trying something new with my hair. I don't know if it's gonna stay like this. I don't know. I just felt like doing something different because, you know, new year, new do. I don't know. I'm getting a haircut Wednesday, so who knows? Maybe I'll get a different cut. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. So today we're going to be doing our New Year party. And if you ever watched my vlogs from last year, you probably saw the one I did last year. It's going to be very similar this year. So I have little bags on my board that I put up on Friday, and in each little bag is an activity for us to do every hour through the day from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock, and then at noon we also get to toast to the new year since obviously we're not going to be there at midnight, and I wanted to have like a little toast with them to ring in the new year properly. So I have Sprite for them. I took that Friday also and put it in the fridge so it's nice and cold. I have little cups. They get to make a New Year cheer mix for their snack this morning. So as they come in this morning and grab their brain bins, I will have them use the restroom and wash their hands, and then they'll come over to the table and they'll get to measure out all of the ingredients for their snack. So everything in the snack stands for something. So it's got popcorn, Bugles, M&Ms, a Hershey's Kiss, and Lucky Charms. And I can't for the life of me tell you what everything stands for right now, but I can take a picture of the thing that says all of everything about it and put it right here. So now you know what everything stands for. And I will show you the mix after we make it, because I have the kids make it. I put their name on the little tag thing that goes over the bag, and then they get to have it at snack time. So they'll make it this morning before they go to, I think, library today. And when we come back is when we always have snack. So then it'll be ready. That'll be nice. We're going to be doing all kinds of cool review and fun, engaging activities today to get us back in the swing of school and the routine of everything. Sorry, it's a little chilly in here, so I'm going to turn the heat on. We are reviewing expectations for every area of the school this week. So I'm going to be focusing on the restroom and the hallway today. And also, before we go to the cafeteria, we will talk about cafeteria expectations. So before we go to places, we're going to have like little mini lessons on everything. So we've been given that math intervention time this week from, it's 8:15 to 8:45 to review our expectations. So I'm going to do like an overview of the expectations, but I also want to remind them as we're getting ready to actually do things what is expected, just so it gets in their head, because they've been out of the loop for 2 weeks now, kind of gotten to a new routine at home, whatever they were doing, whether they went to childcare or they went to grandma's or they hung out at home, whatever. So all of us have to get back into the swing of things. So it's going to be a fun day. The little activities I have in the bags are very simple little things. Like one of them is read story. Pretty easy to do. One of them is eat a piece of candy, which I have a New Year's kiss for them, Hershey's Kiss. And one of them is like have a dance party. So I just play like one song. We have like a 3-minute dance party. So none of these things take very long at all. I mean, the longest thing probably will be the story, and that's probably 10 minutes maybe on the hour. So it gives them something to look forward to all day long. It also keeps them working, because we want to finish whatever we're doing so that we have time to do whatever the activity is in the bag. Now, my schedule isn't perfect. Like, I'm sure other people's schedules aren't perfect. We don't have things perfectly on the hour. And there are times where they're out of the room on that hour. So I just made it as close as possible. I set a whole bunch of alarms on my phone so I can remember to open the bags all day today. So that will be good. I also put up a little 2020 thing on my board. I hope it's still staying up. We'll see when I get there. I don't know. I put it up on Friday, so hopefully it's still there. I put some fringe, little sparkly, silvery fringe in my doorway, so when they come in, they'll have a little party atmosphere going on. I didn't go crazy on the decorations. I didn't put balloons out. I didn't want them to be over the top out of their minds or anything. But I wanted it to be just a little bit fun, a little bit festive. I did take down any Christmas things that I've forgotten on Friday before we left for break. And I took a bin of things home on Friday. I still have some things I need to take down. Like I still have the garment racks. Some of them are still assembled because I just could not take apart 8 garment racks. I just couldn't do it. I didn't have the time or the energy. I just wanted to get out of there. So I did stay for a while on Friday, which you know because you saw that. But I just wanted to go because it was time. So I did stay several hours that day. And I'm just like, you know what? I'll take them apart little by little. I did kind of move them out of the way so they're not going to be in the way of the kids. I left the gingerbread house up because since we had 3 snow days, some of my kids did not get to do the reading in the gingerbread house and they felt very sad. And so I thought, well, we'll just do it when we come back. It's okay. I told them I would leave the house up and that they could read in there when they came back. One of our students, we made a birthday book for them and they were not here. So we'll give that to them today. I need to make my birthday page still. I even printed one out at home and with the intention of writing it out and coloring it, and I didn't get it done. So I'll get that done today and we'll celebrate the birthday of this person. And they'll get their little treat cup and all the goodies. So I don't skip anyone. I'm going to be at school in just a few minutes and I have changed what I'm going to be bringing my teacher things in just because I think it'll be easier to put stuff in. It's a little larger than the square fabric bin that I was using, the chevron one, but it's smaller than the clear plastic bin that I had been taking because that's too big and the other thing was just a little bit too small, I think, possibly. So I have, it's kind of like a 31 bag, if you're familiar with those. This I got actually from Walmart a few years ago. And it's just like a collapsible tote. And I'll show that to you, providing I remember. It's my goal to remember, so you can see it, but it holds a lot. I didn't bring a ton of stuff with me today because I don't need a ton of stuff. I do have a couple of the ingredients for the snack mix that one thing I forgot last time I was at school, and then the other thing I hadn't bought yet because I couldn't find it. For some reason, like all the Walmarts I went to did not have bugles. They had like nacho cheese bugles, but ew, that would not taste good with the other ingredients, so no. I held out for the plain bugles. Yeah, I'm hungry, I guess. And I found them, so we're good to go. I also have some party blowers that I got from Dollar Tree, just in the birthday section. You get 12 for $1. Those are like way cheaper than the ones you get for actually New Year's, and that's what I do every year, and they get to keep them. So I just take a Sharpie and I write their student number like on the little plastic part as far away from where they put their mouth on it as possible. That way we know whose it is, and I always have them put it in a Ziploc bag, like in their snack bag, after they blow it, because we don't want it touching stuff, and they can take that home. Or there have been years where we did a writing activity about our goals, and they had a face that they made, and they got to attach the party blower to the face. But I don't know that we'll do that this year. We might just put the party blowers in our wall display and then they'll get to take them home later. And I'll just tell them to wash off the mouth part before they blow them again. I may do that. That'd be cute. But we have several little activities through the day that we're going to do today, tomorrow, like all week, basically. Celebrating the beginning of a new year, new beginnings, new possibilities, new goals. So it's going to be exciting. I'm going to be having fun with my kids as usual, and they're going to be learning up a storm and enjoying it as we go along. So I will try to take you along on our journey, and probably try to check back in with you at lunchtime to let you know how things are going and at the end of the day. So I will see you later. so it's the end of the day. It's time to go home. I didn't get a chance to talk at all because I've just been running around like a crazy person. But I wanted to show you my little bag that I talked about this morning, which was the only time I talked to you. So let me turn the camera around so you can see it. Okay, so it's not a 31 bag, but it's kind of modeled after one. And it has like little supports here that you fold out to make it stronger. But this is a nice little thing to put on my rolly cart. Here's what the rolly cart looks like if you've never seen it. Just folds out. It's very nice, convenient. This is nice and balanced on here and not too big, and it fits through the doorways really nicely, and there's little pockets in the front. So it came from Walmart a few years ago. They usually have them around spring and summer. It's a good picnic bag thing, and also great for teacher stuff. So I'm gonna take my New Year's stuff home, put it in my closet, and I need to put my computer in and a few other random things, but we did a lot today. I'll show you the hallway display. There's not a lot on there right now, but we're gonna be making more things tomorrow. So let me show you what we did today. I have a lot of blank space on my wall because I have a lot more things that they're going to make. We haven't done our New Year's resolutions yet. And I still have my gingerbread house up, by the way, because since we had 3 snow days that last week of school, not everyone got to sit and read in the gingerbread houses. So I told them I would leave it up until everyone got their chance because that wasn't really fair. And unfortunately, they're not going to get to have their movie day because of scheduling conflicts. We can't get the movie theater when we can do it. So bummer. But the 2nd graders will still get their AR movie reward, which I guess we're doing tomorrow afternoon. So that's exciting. So I'll have some kiddos in my room watching a movie, and all of us will tomorrow afternoon. That'll be really nice and relaxing, and I can work on report cards while they're watching the movie because they're due tomorrow. And I don't have all my testing done today, but I will tomorrow as far as I can. I still will need to do some reading testing, but some of the kids I don't have to test because they're already above grade level. So I already know that. And so I think I only have like 8 maybe that I need to test, maybe 12. So if I test them starting in the morning, I should be able to know if they're on grade level or not. I may not have their independent level, but I'll know if they're on grade levels. I can put it on the report card at least, and I'll just continue testing them so that I know what actual reading level they're at. We got a birthday book finished today. Actually, the kids did their part 2 weeks ago when we were here, and I did my page today. I couldn't find the one I printed out at home. I don't know what I did with it, but I got my page done. And the little person that wasn't here to get their birthday book is here now. So they'll get it tomorrow. I gave the kids this little note today with a Hershey's Kiss. That was the first bag that we opened. I showed you what my board looked like with the bags across it. So each bag had something in it, like an activity or a special treat. A couple different times they got to have a piece of candy. So this was the first one. They got their New Year's Kiss. So it was a Hershey's Kiss. The next time that they got a piece of candy, they got to choose out of this cute little container from Dollar Tree. And it actually came from a student with Christmas cookies in it from their mama, and they were delicious. So I had sweet tarts and airheads that they could choose from. So they got to have one of those this afternoon. Now let's see, I showed you this. So all the students got to make their own New Year cheer mix. They had to measure precisely with the measuring cups and the measuring spoon that I had, because that'll go into our measuring later on. We don't do measuring yet. It's more toward the spring, but they've done measuring in 1st grade. So I'm just kind of throwing in some things as we can. We'll be starting chapter 5 of Go Math this week, and it is double-digit subtraction and eventually goes to regrouping. So that'll be something that we do. What else? Tomorrow we have some more New Year activities and writing projects and things that they can work on while I'm doing some testing, and also hitting some standards at the same time. It's not just busy work. Oh, we're going to be reading Alexander Who Used to Be Rich last Sunday, and there's a lot of inferring in that one, and also the lesson or the moral of a story, which is one of our 2nd grade standards for our 3rd quarter pacing guide. So I'm hitting that this week. And pronouns also, so that's good. I'm looking at my lesson plans. I'm looking and going, oh, I'm a little behind. But that kind of happens sometimes. I have one assessment I need to give for language arts, and that is a sequencing assessment, which is a story map, basically. They have to tell main character, setting, problem solution, and the sequence of events of the story. So I did a sequencing activity today, which I just showed you in the hallway for Squirrel's New Year's resolution. That was kind of like a practice run for their sequencing assessment tomorrow, which will be on the gingerbread man, because we read that a jillion times before Christmas. Of course, I will read it again a couple more times tomorrow, and I'll say, hey, remember how we sequenced Squirrel's New Year's resolution? That's what you're going to do with this, except you're going to also tell me, you know, the main character, which is the gingerbread man, the setting, problem and solution, and sequence of events, because we did a whole unit, if you remember, in December on gingerbread stories. We were comparing and contrasting like stories, comparing different versions of the same story. My gosh, why is that so hard? It really isn't, but it just seems to be. Anyway, yes, so we did that with a lot of different gingerbread stories. So they got lots of good practice with that, and lots of gingerbread stories in their head. So I'm going to go back to the original version, which is what I started with, and make sure I get that in their brain so they don't think of the other ones that had a little different ending, a little twist. So that's going to be good. Yeah, I think I've pretty much caught you up on my day. I'm gonna pack up my stuff and head out of here and go home. I thought about swinging by Walmart and getting some paint because I have some wood blocks that I want to make into snowmen, but that's not going to happen tonight. So there's always another day to get paint, not a big deal. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go home and take my 2 assessments that I have done and grade them so I can put them in the report card so I don't have as much to do tomorrow. And I can also put comments in, and I can do attendance and social skills, things like that. So there's only one assessment I need to give, and that's the sequencing one I just told you about with the gingerbread man. And I also need to test a few kids for their, just to see if they're on grade level for reading, and I'll continue to test them for their actual reading level. And then I have a phonics assessment I need to do so we can move our groups around for that for next week. So lots going on as usual, but it'll be fine. These little assessments are pretty quick too. So it's just jumping in and doing them while you have all your kids. So that's kind of the tricky part for me. I have a lot of pullouts, so I have to really jump in while they're here. Plus we are reviewing, reteaching, and going over and over again our expectations and procedures in case someone forgot what to do, as we've been given some time to do that in the mornings. So we'll definitely make sure to use that time to do that and also get some testing done too. Okay, so for reals, I'm gonna leave now and I'm gonna head home and do what I need to do, and I already have my clothes ready for tomorrow because I knew I'd be tired at the end of today, so yay me. And figure out what to do for dinner. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. And then relax for a while and get some report card stuff done. So I will check back in with you tomorrow.